Paul, we're standing in front of a KABA time and attendance terminal, and I think you're going to show me how easy it is to use.
Yes, absolutely. We quite often get asked by our customers, what do all the buttons do and what can they do? So I'd like to just run through that with you. Okay, so simply enough, there are 5 buttons on the terminal, each one having a different function. Each one can be programmed to have a number of functions, but I'm just going to show you the standard functions that we have. Okay. So the first one clearly is clock in. So press the button, you can see it lights up now. The terminal says clock in, present badge. I present the badge, my booking is accepted, and I've clocked in. Okay? Very, very simple. If I try to clock in a second time, quite often the terminal will be able to tell me that actually this is an error and I'm already clocked in or I've already clocked out. So that is another function of the terminal. During the day, I may wish to know my balance, and I'll show you what the balances are in a second. So I press the question mark, I present my badge, and up can come some relevant balance information. And in this case, I've got how many regular hours, how many holidays, or how many flexi time hours that I've got based around the TNA system.
I thought we were going to see your bank balance there. But,
Yes, unfortunately not. But that would be useful. Other functions that we can put are things like cost centre changing or cost centre charging. So if the company needs to know exactly what somebody's working on during the day, or they want to cost certain things, then we can allow this button to so we can put forward cost centre charging. So we press the button, we present the badge, and then from a menu of options we can select that actually we're going to work on the checkouts at the moment, press enter, and again you get a positive response back saying that the booking has been accepted. So you can do that a number of times during the day as you work on different things, and then possibly later in the day you're going to leave site for some reason, but you're not actually clocking out. And this is what this yellow button can be for. It's usually called an official absence, but again I present the badge and then I can put down a number of options again. So I could have options such as I'm going to the doctor or the dentist, or actually I'm going training, or maybe I'm just going to do some off-site work before I go home. So I'll choose that, that's accepted, and now officially I've clocked out. However, obviously I may have just done a normal day's work. I clocked in the morning, I come out in the evening, I press the red button for clocking out, and then I can clock out. Obviously the clock won't let me do this because I've just clocked out for an official absence.
So tell me what happens when there's a lot of people all clocking in or clocking out at the same time.
Okay, well sometimes obviously pressing a button isn't the best thing to do. Because it's time consuming. So actually what we can do, the clock can at certain times of the day set itself into a mode where it is always in clock in or always in clock out, which means a number of people can clock in and clock out, can clock in all at the same time without pressing a button. We'll demonstrate that now.
So I can see the screen has now changed. So what difference does that actually make?
Well, now you can see that the green button is illuminated, meaning the terminal is ready for clock in. Also the message on there is clock in. And now as people go through, they can clock in just by showing their card. So I can demonstrate this now by using a number of different cards as people clock in. And you can see how quickly that people can actually clock in the morning, and this is particularly useful if you've got a very high number of people coming in all at the same time.
Right, so then it sort of mimics the traditional old mechanical clocking
machines, absolutely. And clearly you can do the same thing at night going out, although people, well, yes, you can do exactly the same thing at night. And also during the day you can actually restrict some of the buttons as well. So you don't really want at the maximum time of clock in and clock out people looking at their balances. So again, you can stop them looking at their balances, say between 7 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock when the main clock-in times happen.
Right, so basically you can control, via the computer, you can control the time that certain functions are active, you can control the time when it only clocks in or only clocks out.
Absolutely, yeah.